G'day champions, I'm Jax, this is Aussie Tool Reviews, and today we're finally going to be unboxing all of that. I can't wait for this because I ordered all of this gear ages ago. It's been sitting here for weeks. I just haven't had time to turn the camera on, and now I do, so I can open it. I also want to let you know right here at the start that everything here was purchased with my own money. I have no affiliation with any of the brands involved in this unboxing. Let's open a new tool. Now, in an attempt to create suspense and not at all to encourage video retention, I'm going to start with these smaller boxes, I think. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which box shall we go? This one's the most colourful. I reckon we'll start there. Of course, I'll go for the one that's buried at the bottom first. So this is the CREALITY 3D Printer Tool Wrap Kit Pro, and it's actually a lot more extensive than I thought. Now with the combo that I ordered, I got 2 free gifts, and this was one of them. And it's actually quite packed with some very specific tooling. This case is magnetized. It's interesting that we've got a case inside a case. We've got spanners, wire brushes, a suction cup, some form of cutter that I assume will be for filament. There's a number of different files, a couple of scrapers. I'm not sure what these are. They almost look like acupuncture needles. In fact, they look exactly like acupuncture needles. We've got a few different tweezers here that don't really seem to have a spot. Some pliers, some more cutters, and then some other very specific 3D printing tools, I'm assuming. I have no idea what these will be used for, but I'm assuming they're for something important. This one has something inside it. Oy, we're losing it. That is a deburring tool. That's pretty cool. Always wanted one of these. I actually almost bought one recently. I did not know this came with some. There is also what appears to be a magnet plate under there. Not sure what that's for either. I guess I'll find out as my 3D printing journey progresses. That way first. That also doesn't seem to have a specific spot. All right, on to the next box. Next up, I think I want to open this because it's got a really intriguing picture on it. I don't know why my brain justifies things this way. It just does. This is the warm product. It's a filament dryer. Now, I am an absolute novice when it comes to 3D printing, but from everything I've read, a filament dryer is going to greatly improve the quality of the final print. Whether or not that's true, who knows? I'm yet to find out, as I have never 3D printed in my life. I'll tell you one thing, it looks cool. It certainly looks cool. Inside we have the power cord, and what I'm guessing is some instructions on how to actually use this thing. So basically your entire filament spool will just sit inside here, you'll close it up, you'll turn it on, and it'll pre-warm it essentially and dry it out so that it's not got any moisture in it that I guess can spatter around while it's being printed. I'm hoping this all starts to make more sense as we put it all together. I don't like that that doesn't have a lock. That just sort of sits closed. So it's a bit awkward to grab. You've got to grab it from the front. All right, on to the next box. I did not just mean to drop that then. So the next few boxes are all filament. I got like 8 kilos of filament with this printer, so I'm not going to stop and talk to you about each one. I'm just going to open them all and then we can take a look, eh? So as you can see, I got about 8 kilos of filament. Now 2 of these came with my printer, 2 were an additional gift, because as I said before, the pack that I ordered came with 2 free gifts. I then bought a 2-pack set direct from CREALITY, and then I jumped on Amazon and bought 2 more rolls. There seems to be a lot of talk about the different quality of filament, so I wanted to source them from a few different locations. I also just didn't want plain colors, so I've got a rainbow filament, and I've also got like a metallic color changing one to try out. As you can see though, they are all vacuum sealed. Now, as I said before, I'm a complete novice. I have no idea what I'm doing, but but I assume they are vacuum sealed to keep moisture out of the filament as much as possible. And funnily enough, even the stuff that came from Amazon is quality vacuum sealed. Like, there is no air in any of these bags at all. And I'm thinking that's an important feature. Well, that's it for all the little boxes, which means it's finally time for the big one. Let's open you up. I need some bench space. That should do. Red Dot Winner 2024. Don't know what that means. Look at that print head. How cool is that? So the top panel and the front door are both glass. The sides are plastic, and obviously the back is as well. Now I'm going to be honest, from all the videos I've watched, this front door is notorious for breaking when it gets opened. The hinges are only 90-degree hinges, so they hit the frame and the whole door just shatters. So one of the first things that I do want to print with this are extended hinges that bolt on the outside and allow this door to open all the way around this corner of the frame completely free. But obviously we've got to set this thing up before I can print anything. Now it's got a magnet hold close. So that plate, there must be a magnet in the sidewall. I like that much better. Now it stays closed. So I did just drop my screen. The packaging that it comes in has a clear tab that you're meant to tear off the top, but the bottom is open. So I was supporting that at the top, tearing this off just like that, and it just fell straight through the hole at the bottom. Not thrilled about that at all. Hope it still works. Yeah, not thrilled about that at all. Make sure you take them out before turning it on. Well, my friends, that is my Creality K1 Max unboxed and set up to a point that it's ready to be taken inside, plugged in, and linked up to my computer. That's right, this tool is not living in the workshop, that is for certain. This thing needs to stay free of dust so that it can operate at its best. So I will be taking it into the office, linking it up to the computer, and once I've got all the software installed and I actually start printing, I might put out a few more videos on 3D printing if you guys want to see it. Be sure to let me know if you want to see it by leaving me a comment down below. Now, I spent a few months researching what direction to go with a 3D printer, and I settled on this model for a few reasons. The two biggest considerations for me were bed size and reliability. Now, originally I was set on going with another printer that had a 500 by 500 by 450 bed size. That is huge in this 3D printing world, I'm finding out. But all the feedback I could find on that printer was so divided. Some people had great experiences, some people had terrible experiences. And it did get me a little bit nervous because I was looking at spending close to $1,000 on that printer, with all the filament and that stuff too. Now, Creality, on the other hand, has quite a good reputation. As far as I can tell, there only seems to be one other brand that tops these Creality printers, but that other brand also has quite a high price tag. Now, from what I can tell, the most common print bed size is 250 by 250 by 250. And while that's great for printing little components and things like that, I really wanted to have the option to be able to print masks and other cool stuff like that. So I landed in the middle. The K1 Max has a print bed of 300 300 by 300 by 300, but the brand reputation is also quite good. So I sacrificed the larger bed for a better reputation. And who knows, if I get into this 3D printing stuff enough, perhaps I'll expand on the 3D printers I have and I can get some bigger ones down the track. The other thing I liked about this particular printer was that it was fully enclosed, compared to a lot of other printers that have no enclosure at all. Logic just told me that a full enclosure would keep your printer at a better temperature and it would protect it from dust and all of that sort of stuff that may get in and destroy the print. And I want to give myself every chance of success with this. So that's how I landed on this model. Now I did spend roughly about 1,350 Australian dollars on everything that you saw me unbox today. The deal that I got for the printer really did seem quite good. The printer came with 2 rolls of filament, which actually turned out to be 3 rolls of filament, and it also came with 2 free gifts. So I got another 2 rolls of filament as 1 free gift, and then I got that Pro toolkit that I opened right at the start as the other. So if you're looking at getting yourself a CREALITY K1 Max, I hope this unboxing video lets you know what to expect when your parcel rocks up. I'm taking this thing inside now to download some software and get printing. Once I've got my head around it a little bit, well, you may see some more 3D printing content in the future. But until then, legends, don't forget to check out the links down below. There's ways that you can help support the channel. There's social media links there that you can follow me on. There's a bunch of discounted stuff all rattled in there as well. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, be sure to do that now so you can follow along and see how this absolute 3D printing novice survives this journey. I will see you all soon.